Welcome to the Broken Open, giving a voice to the silent heartbreak of open relationships. If you are navigating the wreckage, or if you simply need a safe harbor where you don't have to pretend anymore, you are in the right place. Before we begin, a personal note. Because of privacy and language barriers, I choose to keep my identity and my face hidden. But I need you to know this. Behind this artificial voice and behind this screen is a real woman. I am a 50-year-old psychotherapist, married for over 20 years and a mother of 3. And for 7 years of my life, I actively lived the non-monogamous practice. Everything you will hear on this channel comes from that intersection of professional knowledge and deep personal reality. You are not listening to a robot. You are listening to a lived experience. If this content touches you, please consider subscribing and sharing. Let's begin. Imagine this. You followed the rules. You read the books. You sat down with your partner and spent hours establishing boundaries and talking about fears. You agreed that love isn't finite and that jealousy is just a primitive emotion to be outgrown. But tonight, your partner is out with someone else, and you are left behind, sitting on the couch in a quiet house. Your chest feels tight, your stomach is turning, and your body is experiencing a cold, primal terror that you cannot rationalize your way out of. But the worst part isn't the pain. The worst part is the shame. You look at the online polyamorous communities and you think, what is wrong with me? Why am I not strong enough? Why am I failing at this? In modern culture, open relationships and ethical non-monogamy have been heavily rebranded. They aren't just seen as alternative relationship styles anymore. They are marketed as a form of higher emotional consciousness. The narrative is incredibly seductive. It tells you that if you just communicate well enough, if you are secure enough, you can have it all. The stability of a marriage and the thrill of new romance. But this creates a dangerous new form of peer pressure, the pressure to be enlightened. When people struggle within this format, the community's advice is almost always internal. Go work on your triggers. Do more shadow work. If it hurts, you must be the problem. This is where a profound, silent isolation begins. Many people are currently drowning in anxiety, feeling completely inadequate because they cannot easily erase thousands of years of human biology and psychological wiring just because they read a self-help book. To understand why this format causes such a colossal, destabilizing crisis, we have to look at attachment theory. As humans, our nervous systems are wired for survival, not for intellectual ideologies. When we enter a committed, long-term relationship, our partner becomes our primary attachment figure. They are our biological safe harbor. Our brain relies on their emotional availability and exclusivity to regulate our stress and feel safe in a chaotic world. When you open a relationship, you introduce a fundamental paradox into your nervous system. Your intellect says, "This is fine. I want them to be free." But your primitive brain cries, "Danger. My ultimate safety net is compromised." Your nervous system interprets this new asymmetry as abandonment. This is why the anxiety of an open relationship doesn't feel like a normal worry. It triggers a deep fight or flight shock. It is not a lack of maturity. It is your biology fighting to protect its primary bond. If you are looking at the challenges of your relationship or your own well-being right now, I want you to take a long, deep breath. The name of this channel is The Broken Open. It stands for the moment when the format breaks you, but that heartbreak becomes the catalyst for a much deeper, more authentic truth. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to carry the heavy mask of the evolved, unbothered partner while your heart is racing. It is completely okay to admit that you need safety. It is okay to admit that exclusivity, structure, and deep emotional protection are what your soul requires to thrive. That isn't a limitation. It is a beautiful, valid way to love. This space is a sanctuary for those who tried, who got hurt, and who are now picking up the pieces. We are going to explore the psychology of the aftermath, how to heal your nervous system, and how to rebuild your self-worth. Thank you for sitting with me through this first chapter. If these words brought you a sense of relief, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments.